Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a hidden ability, making it a little rarer to find when you get them. Bulbasaur is a starter. When you get him, he comes from Professor Oak in most games, or the Professor after your main starter choice in some of the other games that aren't taking place in the Kanto region. Bulbasaur's gender ratio is 87.5% male and 12.5% female, which makes Ivysaur and Venusaur's as well that percentage. Bulbasaur is primarily male, as his first debut was in the first Pokemon game. If you do manage to find one in the wild, he has an 11.9% catch ratio, and his age group is Monster and Grass. It takes 20 cycles for him to hatch after you have him. Bulbasaur is about 0.7 meters high, or 2'4", and he weighs about 6.9 kilograms, or 15.2 pounds. He has a base experience yield of 64 points, and his leveling rate is medium slow. He gives you one special attack EV when you kill him. Bulbasaur is described as a small quadrupedal amphibian Pokemon that has blue-green skin with darker patches. It has red eyes with white pupils, pointed ear-like structures on top of its head, and a short, blunt snout with a wide mouth. Small pointed teeth are visible in the upper jaw when the mouth is open. Each of its thick legs end with 3 sharp claws. On Bulbasaur's back is a green plant bulb that conceals 2 slender, tentacle-like vines, which grow from a seed planted there at birth. Bulbasaur is a very interesting Pokemon. Normally, he evolves at level 16 and at level 36. 16 is Ivysaur, 36 into Venusaur. He has shown up in almost every single game to my knowledge. I think the only exception here would be... Actually? Oh, he has not appeared in Sinnoh and Hisui, or the Alola region. So, there's a few times he hasn't been shown in the games. He has also been in multiple side games like Snap, Pokemon Pinball, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Channel, Trozzle, MD Red, MD Blue, Ranger, MD Sky, Rumble, Pokepark, Wii, Ranger GS, Ranger Shadows of Omnia, Cafe Remix, Masters EX, Shuffle, and many, many others. Now, Bulbasaur has also shown up in some of the episodes. I can't list many here as they aren't heavily described, but he has shown up in many of the episodes. He's also shown up in Global Link promotions, like in Black and White. He showed up twice, in 2010 to 2011 and in 2011 to 2013. He can be caught in Generation 1 and Generation 2 with a Bitterberry, normal box, or a Gorgeous box on him when you catch him, and he will always have those. His base stats are, he has 45 health, 49 attack, 49 defense, 65 special attack, 65 special defense, and 45 speed for a 318 total. Bulbasaur is decently tanky for an early game starter, and he's very special attack heavy. Now, these are the type effectiveness for every single Pokemon in this line, as they all have the same typing. They are weak to, so they take double damage from flying, fire, psychic, and ice. They are immune to nothing, but they are resistant to fighting, water, grass, electric, and fairy. And they take quarter damage from grass type, so they take much less if you're going against grass type. There's no notable moves except for Generation 9, adding the ability for him to learn Grass Pledge, Terra Blast, Weather Ball, and Grassy Glide via TM. In Pokemon Trozzle, he has a common rarity, and in Pokemon Pinball, you can catch him for your acquisition of him. On to some cards. A funnier move he has is Shake Vine. On one of the older cards from 2007, Shake Vine costs no energy and makes your Pokemon asleep. This Bulbasaur is level 14 and has 60 base HP. Some of his more expensive cards include the Bulbasaur Stellar Crown Illustration Rare. This is a Gen 8 card that costs $32.68. Pretty expensive lately. And then, the most expensive Bulbasaur card on the market currently is Bulbasaur Base Set First Edition. It was an original Still Shines. $107.21. He has gone expensive, only 1 attack and 40 HP, but that was pretty normal for the time. On to Ivysaur. Ivysaur has mostly the exact same stats as Bulbasaur, except for a 1 meter height, or 3'3", and a 13 kilogram weight, or 28.7 pounds. He gives 1 special attack and 1 special defense EV. Most of these Pokemon also summon with 70 base friendship. On to his stats. He has 60 base health, 62 attack, 63 defense, 80 special attack, 80 special defense, and 60 speed, for a total of 405. Much, much stronger. And he has the exact same type weaknesses. Now, recent moves added by Gen 9 have been Body Slam, Endure, and Safeguard, surprisingly. They've given him some new stuff. A funnier card I found is Gouge. For 1 energy, you can do 10 damage more. So you can do 10 damage base, and if you get a heads on your coin flip, you do 20. 70 health, and another move, Poison Powder, just poisons the opposing. He's about $4 on the market currently. Now, more expensive cards for Ivysaur. Ivysaur is definitely cheaper as he's not as rare sought, but second most expensive on the market currently is $32.21. My bad there. One of the Generation 1 cards. The most expensive, though, is the Championship card, the Dark Ivysaur Winner card. This card is stamped with a gold winner piece on it. He is currently trending for $52.92. Now, Venusaur. Venusaur is the final evolution, having a Mega and a Gigantamax. Mega Venusaur can also have the Thick Fat ability, making him take less damage. Now, normal Venusaur is about 2 meters high, or 6'7". Mega Venusaur is 2.4 meters high, or 7'10". Gigantamax Venusaur is 24 meters high and 78 feet tall. Venusaur's normal weight is about 100 kilograms, or 220 pounds. Mega Venusaur is about 155 kilograms, or 342 pounds. And Gigantamax Venusaur cannot be weighed as it is so big. A Venusaur in the wild gives you 2 special attack and 1 special defense EVs. Now, Mega Venusaur. When Venusaur is Mega Evolved, the flower on Venusaur's back grows more prominent, and 2 smaller pink flowers bloom, one on its forehead and one on its rear. Its legs and back have become sturdier to support the extra weight of the flower. Additional leaves with woody stems supported by vines are also grown around the flower. Mega Venusaur also develops dark markings on its forehead below the new flower on its forehead. And Gigantamax Venusaur. As Gigantamax Venusaur, it becomes larger with its flower blooming even further, covering its body. These flowers have a taller bud and extraordinarily thick, springy petals capable of shielding Gigantamax Venusaur. Its eyes have light green sclerae and orange irises. More foliage grows from under its flower, and the trunk supporting it becomes shorter. It has several light green markings located at its belly. There are a couple trainers who use Venusaur. If the player chose Squirtle in the original games, your opponent would have Bulbasaur, giving him type advantage. And then Red uses the Venusaur against all NPCs in Gen 2's post-game. A few more appearances, but they are not as notable lately. They're appearing a lot less. Now, Venusaur has base 80 HP, 82 attack, 83 defense, 100 special attack and special defense, and 80 speed for a total of 525. Pretty tanky Pokemon, and definitely able to dish out those special attacks. Mega Venusaur has 80 health, 100 attack, 123 defense, 122 special attack, 120 special defense, and 80 speed. So he's still pretty slow, but definitely able to dish out those hits and take some too. He has a total of 623. Venusaur's Pokeathlon stats: he has 1/2 speed, 4/5 power, 3/3 skill, 5/5 stamina, 2/2 jump, and 15/17 total. He has the same weaknesses, but Mega Venusaur actually is weak to less. He's not weak to fire and ice anymore. He's only weak to flying and psychic. Mega Venusaur doesn't have any more moves, but lately Generation 9 has added Power Whip and Worry Seed to his learn set, which has definitely made him stronger. And then Venusaur cards that I would like to mention would be the Crystal Guardians card, one of the older ones from 2004. The ability the move Green Blast. 2 energies for 20 damage. You can do 10 more for grass energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So doing quite a bit there if you can get a lot. Especially with Chlorophyll. All energy cards provide only normal energy attached to your grass Pokemon. Provide grass instead. So giving you that extra little buff there. 110 HP. Now, some of the more valuable Venusaur cards, second most expensive on the market currently, is the EX Fire Red and Leaf Green Ultra Rare Roaring Retro Depiction. $295.74. Very, very high, but that is also an EX. Now, the most expensive Venusaur card on market right now is the base set first edition Holo Rare. Holos were extremely rare back then, and this Venusaur has a ability and Solar Beam dealing 60 for 4 energies. He is $849.28, so good luck getting your hands on one, especially for a cheaper price. He is one of the holy grails of most sets. That was the first episode of Pokemon Facts. Thank you so much for tuning in.